What's going on, real ones? BCHQ, back with another reaction. Krayzie Bone, My Perfect. Let's go.
I wake up and I can see the sunshine in the bright blue sky. Not sure how I'm vibing. I'm not even gonna acknowledge my problems. Today I'm just gonna run and hide from my mind.
See, I wake up, I see the sun shining. I'm not even going to acknowledge my problems. That's real. This is the sort of positive music we need, man. And we're only 32 seconds in. He said, I'm not even high, but I'm flying. See, the police, they didn't even stop me. They just waved at me. I love that, because he's saying, like, for black people, they have a lot of problem with the police, even if they're innocent. Like, the police harass them a lot. And I think that's what he's getting at, and saying that it was a change, like, and it was pleasant. Like, he was pleasantly surprised, and love that. Can't believe I haven't heard a gunshot yet, because most of these guys are growing up in environments where that's the normal. That's the normal situation of everyday life, and that's crazy, because that should never be normal. I love it, man. This is one of the most positive songs I've ever heard. Look up the block and I can see all my partners chilling, but they ain't slanging that rock, they're mentoring all the children. That's massive. Imagine if you could look up the street and see, like, the vets up the street teaching the kids, teaching the younger generation of the good things to try and get into, like business, and just telling them they can be what they want to be, but mentoring them instead of getting them into gangs and saying do this, do that, what I'm doing. A lot of them guys are still doing that at the age of 50 or whatever, and then a younger lot coming up are copying them because they're looking up to them, but it's a negative thing. Imagine what it'd be like if, like he said, if you could look up and you see your people you grew up with mentoring a younger lot. It'd be mad. It'd be such a different world. You know what I mean? That recently happened with the Nipsey Hussle funeral and ceremony and memorials and that. The Crips and the Bloods got together and squashed a lot of their shit, which was a massive thing, because that's been going on for decades, I think, and it just needs to continue, man. Trust me. I don't even need to smoke weed, I'm not stressing. The amount of people that smoke weed because they got anxieties or stressing, and they go to that for a coping mechanism. A lot of them, you might think, are doing it to look cool, but a lot of them are doing it because they got underlying issues that they're not addressing, and they feel like they can't speak to people, so they turn to drugs. Smoke weed, innit? And I had to come off it because it was like, it just made me paranoid, and it just make, for someone with a quick mind like mine, it would just make it even worse. And like I said, the paranoia, so I had to come off that. It affects everybody differently, but you got everything in balance, innit? I love this song, man. I love the message. You know what the sad thing is? You'll never hear this stuff on the radio. And that tells you about the systems I've spoke about before. My day, my day. This is one of my favourite songs I've ever heard, just because of how positive it is. The messages. Love it, man, love it. Definitely a pass. Shout out to Krayzie for this one. Like, big shout out. Shout out to everyone supporting. Don't want to fuck with the real ones.